Hey guys, welcome back to Patriot Pete's YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing a couple of brake cans on a Kenworth, but they're disc brake. So something a little bit different, nothing crazy. I think they're actually a little bit easier than doing the drum brake cans, because you don't take clevis pins or any of that stuff out. But same concept. You want to cage them, back the calipers off, airlines, and then your nuts to hold them on. But yeah, we'll show you. Let me get you guys set up and we'll get moving here. All right, we were gonna cage this can, but the spring's broken there and the caging belt won't fit. So while the air's to it, we're gonna knock free the nuts here. Let's see. They are 15/16 wrench and get to them right there. So we'll take those two nuts free. Then we will break the can free, get a pull out, and then we'll pop the air back off it and then take the airlines off. But yeah, so when the spring breaks, that's usually what happens. That doesn't stay center, and then you can't cage it. So, all right, let me get all my stuff for that and bring it back in. Okay. Now, we'll get them broke free with regular wrenches. Then, you can get a ratcheting wrench in there most of the time. But at least my blue plug one fits in there nicely. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. I know you probably can't see, obviously, with the nuts I'm putting it on there, but let's see the concept. What's going on here? Let's see. Of course, the wrench stuck. Sometimes they don't, the ratchet wrench won't fit in there sometimes. Just because how much bigger the head is on it. It's kind of snug in there. The difference in the box end versus the ratcheting box end. You need to back off a little more. I should probably fit in there, but. Sometimes these have washers. A lot of these don't, but yeah, this one doesn't have washers on it. Alright, so now that those nuts are off, you can pop that button and they'll, that can will probably push itself off that bracket. I still got the air applied, so the one here, closer here for the airlines. So, make sure you can see it here. These airlines. So you're gonna have the side closest to the caging bolt. So this is the caging bolt. This is the parking brake side of the brake cam. So the airline closest to it is when you push your button in on your truck to release your brakes. The one closest to it is for the parking side. So if you got air hooked to the system like I do right now because my spring's broke, you can take your service side off because that only has air when you push the brake pedal. So you can take that one free right now, and then when you pop the button you can take this one free. Or if you're feeling wild, you can take them both off, but you're gonna have air dumping out. So let me get these one cracked free. See if it'll come free. Yeah, that's what I thought. Everything's gonna turn. Alright, we'll get another wrench. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'll get these broke free and get these spun off. This one is whole thing spinning again. And my stand's swiveling. Got that broke free right off camera, but okay, that one's off. Alright, we can crack this one free, but with the air on it, it's gonna make a lot of noise. Of course, the whole thing spins. Right? Boy. Alright, we're gonna knock the air off this thing. Alright. Now that she's broke free, her swivel joint's stuck. I just took everybody's grips on the actual hose. You gotta go crazy. Just break whatever's holding it free. A little bit of rust, a little bit of dirt and grime. It should break free fairly easy. And we just keep going. Put these back together. I'll throw a little either knocker loose or a little bit of fluid film or something on these swivel joints so they swivel. That way they don't, because they shouldn't be turning this hard all the way off. Get it off and get them cleaned up before we put it back together. Probably won't have an issue, but if you leave them so they don't swivel easy, you could snug up and give you a false illusion of being tight. And you don't want that. You'll have a leak and then you gotta come back. Okay. So that's what this side of a disc brake can looks like. Where on like a regular can, you would have your shank that came out and it would have a clevis on it, the hook to your slack adjuster. These just have a solid end that slide right into the pocket and control the caliper. So yeah, we'll get you guys moved. We'll throw these fittings, get these fittings out and put into new cans, and we'll put a new can in. But yeah, see how these are already freewheeling, pretty decent. Just keep in mind where these belong. So if you do one at a time, you can follow it up to the valve and then follow it to the other can to make sure you put it in the right spot. Make a mental note of which one's which and where they go. I always usually go with whatever one ABS is hooked to. That's the one I always just try to remember where that one went, and the other one just fall in place. So, all right, let me get these fittings switched out, and I'll bring you guys back in. All right. Got the new can together. Got the fittings in and pipe dumped. Okay. Most cans come with new nuts. This one did not. But I mean, they're locking nuts, so they're all right. As long as they're same thread, which they should be. Over here. There we go. Come on, baby. Get down there. Jeez. Really struggle on camera, huh? And just pops where you took it up. Bring them up. Just keep an eye on it. If you're going to use like a ratchet wrench like this, if you got ones that don't change direction, maybe alright, but this Blue Point one's got a nice curve to it, so you can get away from the tire. With a straight one, you might be right against the tire. You might not be able to do it with a ratcheting wrench if it doesn't have a slight bend to it. But Also, when you get real close, this one, like I said earlier, the head is bigger than a regular wrench, so it tries to push itself off the nut. So, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got about half the nut engaged on the wrench right now. I'll pay attention to that, it's a good fingers measure. This top one is usually one that gets in trouble with the ratcheting wrench, so I can only get so far before it'll kick off. Just about there. Looking like a liar on me today. Which is alright. Hook back up. This there, you got a cage bolt in it. So all we got to do is go push the button in on the dash, release the brakes, loosen that nut up. This will come right out, and then we can take that cage and bolt out and stick it right on the other side, and we'll get that can done. Okay, that one's all set. Alright, now we're going to go push the button in, get this cage and bolt out, throw our plug in, and then we'll jump to the other side. Okay, so that's loose, so do I need a wrench? Smack my finger on something. So now see how it's straight in there? That's how you know the spring's good, and you can look in there. Sometimes they'll stay straight with a broken spring, but a lot of times that thing's off center. Pushed in. Ta-da! And then we'll get you guys spun around for the other side. Okay, same thing as the other side, but this side, it's there. So we'll take the cage and bolt, stick it in there, give it it's like a quarter turn, and it locks it behind that plate. Run her up tight. Snug. It's a 3/4 inch wrench if you want to do it with the other wrench. But when you release the brakes, you can run it all the way in like that. You've seen how loose the other side was from just releasing the brakes. They don't need to be tight to hold it. They just got to be pulled all the way in to keep it in this right spot. All right, let me pop the button out, and then we'll get to working on getting this one off. There. Let's knock these lines off real quick. Ooh. Hey, this side's free. Thank God. supposed to swivel free and easy like that. Okay, that's out of the way. Just tucked up somewhere on the road. Like that. So yeah, you can smash a finger. You've seen it firsthand. A lot easier if these on spots weren't in the way. Those are the traction wheels that throw down, push the tire and throws the chains under the tire. It's like tire chains on demand. They work good. Man, are they in the way all the time. Well, these top ones, you can go so far with a ratchet and wrench and then it gets stuck in there. Luckily this one's reversible, so if it gets stuck, you can just flip the switch. But if you use a straight one without a reversible on it, just keep that in mind. Every inch. Yep, see, it's stuck. So, you can get lucky enough and reach in here and get it pulled back, but brake can's ready to come off. Alright, I'm going to switch these fittings out and we'll get you guys pulled back in. Alright, I got the fittings all switched over to the new can. I'll get this tossed in there. Go. See, this one came with the new nuts. The other one, I don't know if somebody scarfed them out of the box or just never put them in there or what, but we're not in there. Tighten these up. Yeah. Tried to bite me again. Come on, stay on there. This is what I'm talking about on the other side where it gets so far and then it won't stay engaged on the nut all the way. So it's kind of a pain, but get it close, I guess. It's better than nothing. Bottom one usually stays right till tight. See, the wire on me now. Yeah, it's gonna slip. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll just tighten up with the other wrench. Okay. Let's get parking side on first. Make sure I'm gonna snap the ABS wire off. So I didn't show you guys, I forgot. I put a little, it's like a fluid film type spray. I put it inside the fitting where this joint is, so when it swivels, right where that seam is on the inside, is where I give it a little spread, so it works out pretty good. So, alright, get the tools out underneath here. Extra old mounting nuts. Then we'll go pop the button back out and get our bolt pulled out. Yeah, so. Shut you guys down for a second. Okay, so release the brakes. See how it's loose again? That's all you need. You don't need to go crazy with the cage and bolt. Smashing it right up tight, getting that piece pulled all the way forward. As long as the spring's compressed all the way, you'll be able to do what you gotta do. Okay, and you got the cage and bolts. You can put them here on the can themselves. Here, let's see here. Get you to take off this tripod and see if I can get you a closer look here. So you've got, there, it's spin you around. Now you can see. So this will slide in there. Obviously, you take the nut off, slide it in, it locks into that groove, and then you throw the nut on the other side, and they're all. This company particularly does not want their cage and bolt in it. So we take them out and we hang on to them. So, but, all right, so that's how you do that. We'll go pop the brakes. I can't really show you guys how to adjust them, but you can see that one's missing a cap, but right there, that little screw, star pattern. So there's supposed to be a cap on that, but that right there is what your caliper adjustment is. Yeah, they're both missing caps, so we can get caps for these guys. But so they're supposed to have a little. You can get the little chrome sockets things that go on there that are like a 10 mil socket that you put on there, or you can buy a tool right off Amazon or eBay. It's called an 11T socket. I got a 3/8 drive one. It works good. Slips right over those stars. Because sometimes you need a little more force than what you can put on those little chrome ones, so they snap right off. They're meant to break. So, yeah. So I can't really get you guys in there to watch me adjust it. But so you take those, tighten them down, snug them up, and then depending on your make of caliper and everything, you back it off a couple 3 clicks, make sure everything's free, and the caliper will self-adjust. But you don't want to have too much drag. If you have drag, it can't back itself off. It can tighten up. So snug them up, back them off 3 clicks, and then kind of forward and back a few times, pump the brakes, and it'll adjust itself up. It's like a slide adjuster. So, but, all right, yep. Let me get that done, and then we'll come back. All right, so that's that. We'll get cleaned up. But yeah, that's how we do brake cams, caliper style brakes, disc brakes on large trucks. But okay, thanks for watching, guys. Patriot Pete out.